Okay, this is Ringwalk Media in association with Red Lion Specialist Cars, Highland Whiskey Clan and one-to-one boxing gyms. Mr. Paul Mann, BCB, you've had a bloody good night, mate, haven't you?
Yeah, and it's about time as well. It's just lovely. After we had an absolutely unbelievable win in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh.
You did.
As you know, with Gully Power. And then yesterday, unfortunately, Ryan Kelly lost, and our very own Kane Baker.
Yeah.
He was up against a really, really talented lad, and he was one of those. And Kane hasn't fought for a year after everything that's gone on with his previous fight, and I'm always proud of him. But today, I'm nearly lost for words.
Well, there's a bloody first, mate, isn't there? Well, listen, let's go through the 3 fights tonight. Okay, Troy, of course.
Yeah.
What a fight that was.
Well, it
defending his Midlands area title, I believe.
Yeah.
And he was getting a little bit sort of. It looked like he was losing the fight in one of the rounds, but actually what he was doing was tiring the guy out. He was making him punch himself out, and then when he came back into that round, good God, did he come back into that round with some punches.
Yeah, he was unbelievable, and I don't think it was... Bradley was really, really good.
He was.
But it was also that Troy, I think the nerves, the energy, everything, it just got him big on the big stage. After his last fight, he got a draw, and he had that massive win as a Midlands champion, but he was coming in there from that one draw, which wasn't a draw in our eyes. But anyway, he's come back here, and what a performance.
I'll tell you what, the whole place was on its feet.
It was a real rocky story. Well, I was in the back finishing off doing Tyler's hand wraps.
Yeah.
And as I finished his hand wraps, and then Sky have come in to do his interview. Yeah. And as they're interviewing him, I've watched it on my phone, and I've just seen the win, and I've come running into the ring, and then you saw what I've done. It was just, he
did very, very well there. And you know what? He's been pretty cool and calm all week, hasn't he, Troy?
Yes, he has.
Very unassuming, just keeping out of the way, just doing his thing, and he looks like a real handful going forward.
Well, I think that's what's gonna help him believe in himself as well a lot more, because he's only 29 and he can achieve so much more. So I think that was just an unbelievable performance. Yeah.
And then the workhorse Elliot Whale, who's had 4 camps back to back now. He's had fights cancelled, Saudis cancelled. He's been all over the shop. He finally gets a fantastic win tonight, and a very mature, intelligent performance, I thought.
Well, I thought it was as well, and I'm just so proud of him. He's upset because he likes to get the KO, the TKO. You know what Elliot's like, and I'm just so proud of that kid, because it's all the adversity that he's had. Yeah. Prior to the fight, it was, is he going to fight, not going to fight, is he going to get a contract? At one point, like he said before, I know he said it, but he's looking at retiring, because he travels all the way from Kent, all the way to Birmingham, trained by us, Wednesbury, BCB gym, and by Shiny as well, Boxmart, and he's just putting so much in, and he's got a young family, he's got 2 children as well. And I couldn't be more proud of him to actually perform the way he did and do what he done, and kept his composure, didn't go wild, and I'm just so happy with him.
That was the thing. I think the last 3 rounds, because obviously it was a bit of a seesaw fight. He started very fast, won the early rounds. The opponent came back into it sort of 6 and 7, but then 8, 9, 10, Elliot absolutely rocked those rounds. He was at second wind. That's the most intelligent I've seen in box.
I believe that Elliot Whale will be world champion. He will go all the way. You just haven't seen the best of him because of prior of what's happened. Yeah. But he still performed like that, and you will see the best of him very, very soon.
And obviously, he's advised by Spencer Brown and Gold Star.
Yes. Yeah. And so grateful and thankful to Spencer Brown as well at Gold Star.
What do you think that you guys are going to concoct next for Alex? He needs a little holiday, a couple of weeks off, and then what are you going to put him into?
Yeah, well, he's signed now with Sky, so Sky a boxer, and obviously he's got Spencer Brown advising him. We're training him, PCB, Errol Johnson. And he's got a Shiny Singh there as well. And the world's his oyster. There will be massive opportunities. Just want him to get some good rest now, and we'll see what Spencer Brown does next in Sky.
Well, looking forward to this one. Yeah. And then, of course, the main man, the Beanie Man. He's gone in there, Tyler Denny, against a horrible opponent, which we knew he would be. But he showed maturity, good movement with his feet, and he did a very, very good job on him, I would say.
Well, he just showed that he can box. Yeah. Because people think he's just a brawler and come forward. He's just offensive, but he knows how to defend as well. And look how good he boxed. I mean, it was a masterclass. I don't know about the scores,
No, they were
especially with
a bit
the knockdown as well. I never thought that Elvis won a round whatsoever, but however, we've got the win, which is the main thing, and he was absolutely exceptional. I'm so proud of him. He kept so disciplined, and big things again coming up for Tyler.
Well, that's the thing.
Again.
Tyler Denny has had a bit of a, I don't know, last 24 months has had a bit of a rise, and he's always been the underdog, and he's always gone, up yours, I'm going to do this better. Yeah. And he has done, and he's won his European title. He's gone into a tough fight against Hamza, of course, and that just wasn't the right fight. But these things happen. You have to learn from those things, don't you?
The story, the underdog on top, and that's what he does.
But he just seems like, in there tonight, it just seems like he just ain't going to stop.
Yeah, because it's the work that he puts in behind the scenes as well that no one sees. He's such a hard worker, one of the hardest workers in the gym.
Yeah.
And we've got a gym full of champions now, and they're all coming through, and they just feed off one another. And this is what we needed, because we've had a few setbacks.
Yeah.
And after Riyadh and doing this, what we've had tonight, there's many more to come from BCB and Tyler Denny. I'm so proud of Tyler Denny, Troy Coleman, and Elliot Whale. Fantastic night for BCB. Fantastic night for Midlands boxing as well, it being held in Birmingham, and hopefully there'll be more great nights coming back to Birmingham.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're on a bit of a roll, and we can't let you go without talking about the war horse, Mr. Kane Baker. Listen, he had a tough year. We all know what happened, and I don't ever think it was properly resolved correctly, but we're not going to be political. Yeah. What we will say is that he's had a year not earning any money, not fighting, and it was unfair in my opinion. However, he got himself back on the Matchroom show, got back in there. Giorgio Visioli is tipped to be a world champion.
Yes.
Kane did really well to start with, but he just showed that rustiness, didn't he, a little bit?
It's also the frustration of everything that's happened, everything that you spoke about, and him not actually fighting for a year. So him not fighting for a year.
Yeah.
He just had that ring rust, and going with a top talented lad.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough night, isn't it?
It's going to be a tough night. So I'm proud of Kane each and every single day, and whatever he chooses to do next, because he was talking about retirement, and I think he deserves it. It's been such an honour to work with and be part of BCB.
Well, I hope he doesn't retire, but on the other hand, I hope he does retire, because he's been a real good servant to boxing. He's helped a lot of prospects as well. He's won his titles, of course. I think he probably needs to just put his feet up, join BCB as a coach, and enjoy his life a little bit now. That's my opinion.
Thing. Enjoy his life, because he's getting married in September as well.
He is, yeah.
To the beautiful Coral, his wife, who's an absolute...
And she's been there from day one.
Yeah, she supports him all the way, which is what you need. And I'm proud of him each and every single day.
I think I was actually sat there right by her last night, and you could see the look on her face. She's just like, oh, please don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, listen, congratulations tonight, mate.
Thank you
very,
so much,
very good
Jonathan.
result on a massive platform, live on Sky Sports. BCB is absolutely rocking at the moment. I can't wait to see what you've got coming next. Anything you can tell us? Or?
Everything happens all by the grace of God, but there is some big things happening. And in May we've got Liam Davis back again.
Yep, can't wait.
And he'll be back on top of the world as well.
I'll tell you what, he took my left ear off at the Tyler Denny fight. He sat right behind me screaming and yelling. So let's hope he boxes as well as he shouts, mate.
He will. You watch.
Paul, great to speak to you, mate. We'll see you soon.
Jonathan. God bless.